So today I got this Fuji 645. I bought this a couple of months ago from my friend Anton, and it's a point and shoot 645, shoots 120, and it's actually super fun to shoot. So today we're going to run a roll of Portra 400 through it. One cool thing about this is it's got the pegs to lock in the spool. So I used to shoot my 6x6 the rolling cord a lot. It's a real pain in the ass to squeeze the spools into the right place. So this is super easy. You just press the button, it unlocks, and you put it back in, click it in, it's good to go. One cool thing about this camera is that when you put the film in, you don't have to wind anything up. It's completely mechanical. You can just stick the spool in, and then makes a really nice mechanical sound. Just line up the arrows, close the door, turn it on, and it'll load to the first frame for you. I need to set the ISO. It's set to 800 right now because I was shooting some Portra 800 before. It sets in a third stop increment, so I'm going to set it down, just have it on 400 today because it's a nice day. So being 120 and I'm shooting at 645, I get 16 shots out of this. It's very easy to burn through pictures. Like I took 4 already, so you really want to make sure you know what you're shooting, or you like what you're shooting, or you're going to end up wasting a whole ton of film. Given that this is 645, like when I'm shooting like this, I'm actually shooting in portrait orientation. If I want to shoot landscape, I've got to shoot like this. An interesting thing to note is when you are half pressed from the shutter, the viewfinder actually corrects the parallax automatically. And when you look through the viewfinder, it's kind of cool. It's a little robotic, and I don't know, it's a bit of a nerd's wet dream. I love it. This is the younger brother of the GA645, the i. The only thing they really changed is they added an extra shutter button here, and it's, I don't know, not really too much different. You got to do it in flash, which is kind of nice for a bit of fill. I found it not too overpowering, and they got a hot shoot. So this is the 60mm 1.4 Super EBC. It's a renowned lens, super sharp. There's also a wide version of this camera that is 45, I believe. So they work out the equivalent of 35mm and 28mm if the aspect ratio is 4:135. So, but yeah, I really love this lens, and I've got some images I really like with it. So. Okay, so you can also set this to aperture priority or manual mode, but to be honest, I find the manual kind of a bit clunky unless you're shooting something from a tripod or long exposure. And the aperture priority would be really good if you could set it to f4 and blast away. But between f4 and f9, the shutter is actually limited to 1/400th of a second, which is kind of less than practical for that purpose. DP mode today. Like I said, it's got aperture priority and a manual mode. You can set the manual focus by holding this button and turning the knob. We've also got the exposure compensation, which you can just hold this and turn left and right. Goes up at 0.5, minus 0.5. Screw this little moped over here, beep, beep, beeping away. But yeah, we got the E sign up, had our nice little warning beep, rolled the film back, and go and unload this stuff. So some cool points about this camera. One, I like the fact it's got a 52mm filter thread, so I just put anything that I've stuck on my Nikon on here, and it's fine. Shoot a lot of black and white through this so far. Shot maybe 20 rolls through it. I really like the way the lens renders. It's great, like I said before, it's got a nice little fill flash, and the opportunity, you know, if you want to, you can stick pretty much any flash unit you want on there. Easy exposure compensation here, goes up and down in 0.5s. Manual focus if you really want to. You want to set it up on a tripod, let it go. 10-second timer. Set your data if you really wanted to. Like I said, this is as close as you'll come to finding a point and shoot in medium format. Shoot 645, portrait orientation, landscape orientation. Fantastic lens, love this camera. Catch you next time, we'll be shooting something else.